We are in Ontario, California. We're covering the California Rifle and Pistol Association's annual gala. And here is Sandy Froman, past president of the NRA. Sandy, it is always good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Cameron. Thanks for coming.
Well, absolutely. So the theme of this gala is it's about women supporting the Second Amendment in shooting sports. Big topic right now when you look at what Joe Biden has said, when you look at the legislator in Colorado who said, talk about if a woman wants to protect herself from rape, she should throw up on the guy or urinate on the guy, and you're hearing this crazy nonsense from around the country. Why is there such a problem with people thinking that women can't defend themselves with firearms?
Well, the two people you quoted are both men. I mean, that's my point.
Well, let Carolyn McCarthy. There's plenty of women too, but it just seems right now that this is a very weird, bad topic.
Well, basically, Cameron, women understand that some of them are going to need a gun to defend themselves. I mean, we are smaller, weaker than men. We don't have testosterone. That makes a big difference. I mean, I learned that the hard way. I learned that because I was almost the victim of a home invasion. And so I think women are waking up. You know, a lot of women who probably didn't have guns, didn't think they needed to buy a gun, are now realizing that they may never have that opportunity to have a gun if the current administration gets their wish. Right. And so women are basically they're doing what women do, which is we want something, we go out and get it. Women are great shoppers, you know, and so they are going to the stores, they're going to gun stores, they're going to gun shows, they're going to sporting goods stores, they're buying guns and ammo, and they're signing up for training in unprecedented numbers. Yeah. And women, you know, they're the key to the family. What women decide the family's going to do with their free time, that's what the family does. Women are necessary to determine what young people do, whether or not we get young people involved in the shooting sports. That women decide that, the moms decide that. Right. And so it's really important and I think really good. I mean, if you can say that there's a benefit to what's going on right now in the media, this constant drumbeat against the Second Amendment, against gun owners, you know, demonizing gun owners, demonizing the NRA, it's that ordinary, everyday people who never thought that their government would try to take this right away, they are the ones who are going to the stores and buying guns and ammunition, and they're getting trained and they're serious about it. And it's going to make them serious about protecting their rights at the ballot box, too.
There was a recent Senate Judiciary Committee hearing with Wayne LaPierre was there and Gail Trotter from the Independent Women's Forum. We were told by some of our friends who were in the back in the press area when Gail Trotter was talking about the need and if she wants to use an AR-15, whatever she wants to use to protect her family, she should be able to use it. She was getting catcalls from women in the back, from gun control supporters in the back. It's kind of an ugly way to express your opinion, first of all. But do you get the same catcalls or people come to you and say, "Are you crazy? Why would you recommend this type of information?" And what would you tell women when they hear stuff like that to say back to them?
Well, you know, anytime you get a big media presentation, there are going to be people in the audience who are rude, who don't behave themselves, you know, who can't civilly listen to the debate and participate in the debate. And I feel sorry for those people because they really are missing out. Gail Trotter is great. She makes a very good point. She's a very intelligent, self-sufficient woman. She's a lawyer. She also was on the CNN program with Anderson Cooper that I was on, and she made some really outstanding points. And I think what's happening is with the women in America who are watching on television, who are watching the hearings, who are watching CNN, they get it. They understand, and they identify with what she's saying. So, I mean, yeah, there's going to be some shenanigans going on. That's the name of the game. We all have to put up with it. We know about that. But I think, you know, the message is getting out, and women understand what's at stake here.
When you look behind you and you see a room full of Californians who are passionate about their Second Amendment rights, and when people see this across the country who think California hates everything about guns, how happy are you when you see this, and what's your message to these people?
I'm very happy. You know, California, it's a tough fight here. There's always, whenever you have a war, there's always a battle that's tough. There's always a battlefield that's tough. And it's tough in California, but it's tough in New Jersey, it's tough in New York, it's tough in Missouri. And you know what? If we don't hold the line in those states, then it's going to be tougher in places like where I live in Arizona. I mean, we have got to make sure that the people in those states that are under attack really know that the rest of America is behind them. The rest of the gun owners are behind them. The NRA is behind them. NRA is doing a lot in California here to help with this fight. And we've got a huge country. We've got to make sure that we, devote our resources where we need to keep from losing ground. And we're doing that. And we're doing that all over the country. And we're doing it because we have amazing members who help the NRA, who are there with us, fighting side by side with Wayne LaPierre and David Keene. And that's what we need to keep doing. And so I'm telling everybody, join the NRA. If you're already a member, get your spouse to join. Join up your kids. I mean, it makes a real difference how many members we have when people listen to what we have to say. And I also tell everybody, come to the annual meeting in Houston. It will be a big party. We will be celebrating, and it will be a real show of force for those people in America who think they can take our Second Amendment away.
NRA past president Sandy Froman. It's always good to see you, Sandy.
You too, Cameron. Thanks.